Hello, this is Kathy Ann from Evergreen Estates Realty, and this is the Buying a Home series, and this installment is about searching for a home. As we had spoke before, you probably got some of your financing already taken care of, got a approval letter from your lender, so you know how much you can afford. We'll talk about what kind of homeowner you are, which does kind of affect what kind of a house you're looking for. A wish list, which will make it easier for you to search, and then how to go about making that search, and then how to make an offer. So when you're searching for a home, you'll find out how much you can afford. It's usually about 2 to 3 times the amount of annual household income, and it has to be provable. So there also is the down payment factor. FHA loans only require 3% down. Conventional loans usually require 10 to 20% down, depending on what your credit is like. You can increase the buying power, which means you can get a more expensive house if you have less debt. If you have a bigger down payment, because then there's a smaller loan that you're having to finance, and if you have good credit, because the credit affects your interest rate. Most property listings are going to include a mortgage calculator on many of these sites. That helps you just to get a ballpark figure of what your monthly payments are going to be. So, what type of homeowner are you going to be? And I see a nice little dog here, because if you have a pet that's going to need to run around, you're going to need a larger yard. If you hate to mow the lawn and do any landscaping, you're either going to have to factor in paying somebody to do that, or get a smaller yard. If you're like a master chef, you want a really good kitchen, or if you've got a garage band, or if you love to barbecue, all these types of things really affect what kind of home you're looking for. Um, because a lot of times townhouses and condos may be really great for somebody who doesn't want to do a lot of extra work. But if you go on vacations all the time, or you have extended family that you want to have live with you, these are factors in what you're going to be looking for in a property. And then make a wish list, and this is good for both you and the person helping you, your agent, when you're going out to look at a house. Nothing more frustrating for both sides than if you really don't know what you're looking for, and do a process of elimination just by looking at properties. So, do you have to have a long commute and you want to be near a certain freeway? Is there shopping centers or schools you want to be near? Are you have a big family, you need a certain amount of bedrooms? Do you want your laundry area inside or in the garage? Just make a list of the things that you would be looking for, because it's going to make your search easier. How you search, there's many ways: newspapers, Craigslist, for sale signs if you're driving around certain neighborhoods, realtor.com. I personally have a website, southbayrealtypro.com, and there's a map search feature there in which you can actually go and look specific neighborhoods to determine where you want to find any available properties. So in this case, there was an area that was drawn. That's one way of doing it. You could actually do it by a city or zip code, and you will get a list of everything that's active and available. You'll get pictures, you'll have the address and the price and the amount of days on market and how many bedrooms, and all that type of information is going to be listed there. Most of the time, like I said, you're going to have a mortgage calculator, and you can get a rating on, how much of a good buy that is. Because one thing you need is to find out if the price that it's asking for is reasonable. If there is a lot of work to be done on the property, that needs to be taken into effect for what you're going to make an offer for. So you have to figure out what the home is worth. Your agent will be able to do a comparable list of properties, and what the prices are. Determine what your down payment amount is, the amount that you're going to be financing, how many days it's going to take to close escrow, and who's going to pay what on the closing costs and inspections. And after that, the fun begins, because that's, you have to wait for the offer to get accepted and any negotiations that happen after that. So stay tuned for more videos in the Buying a Home series. The other ones that are going to be available are financing, the contract and inspections, and closing escrow. Please visit www.southbayrealtypro.com, and looking forward to speaking with you again. Thanks.